Hi guys, welcome to the Tattooed Sewer. Today we are talking about maintenance. So things you need to do to your sewing machine that help keep it in a good, healthy and running condition. Something that we all need to do, something that we all perhaps don't do as often as we should. So let's get started on that. First things first, when you're not using your machine, keep it covered. Easy peasy. Just helps to stop any fluff and dust and all that gathering on it. And it also stops anyone messing with something they shouldn't be. So that's tip number one. Keep it covered. So tip number two is always keep your sewing machine turned off when not in use and unplugged. That saves any accidents, and it means that when you start your cleaning process, you know you're not going to accidentally hurt yourself by sewing your finger or something because you've got your sewing machine switched on. So my next tip is be prepared. So as you can see here, I've got the things I need to sort my machine out. So I've got some kitchen roll, some cleaner, sewing machine oil. You have to get the specific one for sewing machines, not just any old oil. New needles, screwdrivers, and a little cleaning brush. Screwdrivers and the cleaning brush normally do come with your sewing machine, but if you've lost them, which is very easy to do, you can just buy a little pack for about £4 on Amazon. So no excuses, you really do need those. Right, as you can see here, this is pretty disgusting. So I'm going to take out my bobbin. And the first thing you need to do is give it a quick clean. Okay, that's looking better already. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this off. Okay, so I'm going to give this a clean as well. Okay, so now I'm going to remove my foot and my needle, and then we're going to take this plate off here. And goodness me, there is so much fluff in there. Next, I'm going to use some sewing machine oil just to put some lubrication on my bobbin area. Now, you should always check your manufacturer's guidelines. Not all machines need oiling. And you only want to use a couple of drops at a time. Okay, so I've done my oiling. And then I've just wiped off any residue, just because you don't want it floating all around your machine. And then once you go to use your machine for the first time, you need to run some just some lining or something through it, just to make sure that there isn't any surprises, dirty marks or whatever. The next thing I'm going to do is try and sort my bulb out, because it's really annoying on this machine. It keeps shaking and coming out and not working. So I'm just going to test that. There we go, it's working again. Now I'm going to put my machine back together. Okay, so I've pushed it all out and oiled it, put it back together. Now I'm going to put in a new needle. So the next thing I like to do is give my machine a quick wipe over. Now I never spray directly onto the machine, so I take my kitchen roll and my just everyday cleaner. So that's looking better already. So what I have to do next, because I've got this pad underneath my sewing machine, and I've been sewing a lot of denim over the last week or so, so I've got a lot of fibres on here, so I'm going to take this off and I am going to give that a good clean as well. Okay guys, so all that's left for me to do is to thread this back up and put a test bit of fabric through it just to make sure that everything's working fine and there's no oil residue on anything before I start sewing on something precious and I'll ruin it. So I hope that's helped you out a bit. I would say you need to do this about once a week. I need to watch this video and learn to do it once a week, because I do it about once a fortnight and I do a lot of sewing. And your needles need to be changed frequently, really after about every 10-12 hours of sewing. So mine should be changed probably 3 times a week, if not more. So that will help you keep your machine working nicely for you, and it will help the longevity of life for your machine. Obviously you really should have it serviced at least once a year to keep it in tip-top condition. And I will see you guys again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.